So up here I have two Paphiopedilums that are in spike, and look at this one. This one has two buds, and this one I got from Seattle Orchid. I wasn't sure if it was going to survive, but not only did it survive and it put out new growth, but it also put out two new buds. Look, there's Mr. Hobbs. He's kind of creepy, just sitting there. So moving forward in here, oh, you know what? Ow, something hit my head. I have two Leptotes bicolor, and they are in spike. So let me put this down. Oh. So there is a spike, and the other one also has a spike. Now I initially was going to give one of these to Chris from Growing Things, but then I saw a video of his where I think Wade actually sent him this plant, so I was like, oh well, I can't send him the same plants because then he'll have two plants. So I just kept both of them, and they are both in spike. Yay! So that's super exciting. My Chinensis, Pholidota Chinensis, is doing absolutely nothing. Some of my Cattleyas are doing great, but they're not putting out any sheets or anything. What's up with that? So my succulent over here is doing super well. I got it as a cutting, and it grew really big and sideways, and that was really funky. Up here, there's actually not much up here. This is my Leparis grossa. Oh, never mind, I'm sorry. Leparis sepistosa. My Engregum did not do that well. I mean, it's putting out quite a bit of new roots. Look at that new root. But it's done flowering, and it did not look as good as I thought it would be. I was very disappointed in the flowers. The flowers are beautiful. It's just like it dropped a lot of the buds really quickly, and it was like, bam, I'm done. I took 3 months to bud, and then I took like a week to drop all my flowers, and it sucks. So I was really disappointed. So I have some more phals up here that weren't doing so well because of the cold, and I moved them up here, and they are now in spike. But it's getting really hot. So let's move over to the back. Sorry. There's a lot of colors going on in the back. I have my Cymbidiums. This one was given to me, and I split it into 3. So I gave 2 of them away to my coworkers, and they were so happy. And my Zygo, this Zygo is absolutely gorgeous. She was purchased at the San Francisco Orchid Show, and she was in bloom, and that was a year ago. And then she started putting out a ton of new growths, but no spikes. No spikes for an entire year. And then, of course, at exactly this time when she flowered last year, she put out 5 flower spikes. I don't know what's up with that, but she's really pretty. I'm not complaining. I was just complaining about her waiting so long. That's all. So she's got some that are still in bud and some that are in bloom. This one's funky because I think I crushed it. It's going sideways. I think I was pushing it sideways with one of my other plants. Let's see, my Christmas cactus, which I was not sure if it was a Christmas or Easter cactus, is finally mystery solved Christmas cactus. And I think I have to do a video on like the difference between, maybe I won't, maybe I'll do it right now. So the Christmas cactus, you can tell because it has, it doesn't have any sharp edges. So if you look over here, there are no sharp edges. It's just very curvy. And the Thanksgiving cactus have that sharp, pointy edges over here and so forth. And the Easter cactus is Very similar here in the fact that it doesn't have the sharp edges, but the flowers are more of like a star shaped. It doesn't have the same two level the way that this one has, and it opens more like, gosh, I'm like trying to get it. It opens more like that versus the Christmas cactus. They open, the petals open, and then they curve backwards. Like this one, where, you know, see how they just curve backwards like that? The Easter cactus does not do that. So the thing that I found about these guys is that like they bloom for like one day and then they drop their blooms. So this is my first year getting them. I'm not really sure if that's supposed to be the way it is, but it's putting out like so many buds now. So this is like my my Valentine's Day cactus. So up here I have my Zygonesia, and this one just keeps on blooming. So I just recently repotted it and it is still blooming, doing really well. I also bought this one. This is Epi Radio Canto, and this one, oh boy, I lost the tag. This one keeps on blooming as well, and I'm not sure if I can even repot it. I think I might just move it to a bigger pot. This one was a complete struggle, my first dendrobium ever, and I finally mounted it on here because I kept on dropping it, and I broke a whole bunch of flower spikes because of it. So I'm gonna have to go back for that tag. So this is my poinsettia. My coworker gave it to me, and it is now not doing so well. I hope it doesn't die. My Platylla striata, which are starting to become one of my favorite orchids. They have been blooming for a while, actually, maybe like more than a month, and they get dry out really quickly because in the mornings it gets so freaking hot in here. It's like 90 degrees. And I turn on the fan like insanely high too. Okay, so this is my Sherry Baby. It smells really wonderful, but I am never home early enough to smell it, of course. Yesterday I was home and I was able to smell it in its full glory, but most of the time when I come home it's like, not that great. So I have another Zygonesia over here. It's the same as the other one. It is also in spike. These guys are really awesome. Here are mostly my rescues. Lots of rescues over here. Another Kingianum down there. I do believe that one is also spiking. More rescues over here. Not much going on because they're rescues, you know. So let's show you. Oh, sorry, I'm like moving the camera everywhere. My African violets are doing really well. So these were the ones that I kind of didn't care about, and then my boss finally like showed me the way, showed me the light, and finally I was able to be successful with them. Oh, I'm gonna show you guys my dendrobium. I might do a separate videos about my dens, so I might not go into detail too much, but they are in spike and in bloom. They're awesome. This one is so freaking huge. I'll do a video on them later. More dendrobiums. I hang them because they are just hard to stand up. My something in my eyeball. My den, this one with the 22 flower spikes is starting to bloom. It's really awesome. More dens. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it in terms of flower spikes. Thanks for watching. That was fast.